Hey guys, this is Ranchin here, bringing you all another circle of commentary. This is going to be the third set between Calm and Jaedong in the Hana Daetoo MSL 2010 Spring Season Semifinals. Jaedong leading 2-0. This is going to be on Triathlon. At the 12 o'clock position in orange, we're going to have Calm. At the 7 o'clock position in purple, I believe, we're going to have Jaedong. Okay, brown, I'm sorry. I thought it was a purple for some reason. Brown is going to be Jaedong. And Jaedong with a very commanding lead. I do not expect him to give this up. Jaedong is not the kind of player that goes 2-0 over and then loses in the end. Some Canadians out there, apparently. Maybe some, I don't know, maybe some Korean Canadians, something like that. Canadian Koreans, I don't know. 41, 42, 43. Yeah, what to say about this position. Calm. It's kind of obvious that Calm is probably not going to be bringing us the miraculous, oh my god, Jaedong lost in a ZVZ series that he brought us in the Avalon MSL, because at that time, Jaedong was at the height of JVZ. He was at the height of his ZVZ prowess. He was at 80% win rate against all zerg. That has since then fallen quite a bit. I think he's just 70-something now. It's still quite a win rate, but JVZ is not JVZ anymore, you know. You can beat Jaedong in his ZVZ now. But 6 months ago, or even a bit more than that, yeah, at the time these two played in the semifinals last time, 2 seasons ago, Jaedong was at the height of his skill in this matchup, and Calm still beat him in a series, 3-1. Now he's going to have his work cut out for him, because honestly he just does not have the smart little tricks he had last time, I think. Also think Jaedong's playing extremely confidently, extremely focused. Calm going to start off with a 12 hatch. Both players going to start off with a 12 hatch. Calm to a slightly riskier position towards his natural expansion, while Jaedong going to expand past the X to his secondary and just continue on to some spawning poolage and some stuff like that. Spawning pool extractor stuff like that. I don't even... did I do any syncing? I don't think I did any syncing. I think it just been babbling on. I forget. I think I did syncing, but I'm not sure if I did. So just in case, 26, 27. Oh, God. Sometimes my mind wanders and I forget everything that's happened. I need a sip of water. So, let's see. So this time around, I'm expecting both players going standard. You know, Jaedong not going to 5-pull every time, but he does this in a series. It's become kind of a Jaedong thing. He doesn't do this every time, but in a series, in a best of 5, if he's ahead, especially if he's ahead 1-0, Jaedong is a player who will 5-pull. If he's ahead 1-0, he will 5-pull. Not every time, but enough that some players think, some players might expect it, some players think, nah, he's not going to 5-pull this time around. That'd be a bit too risky. But he did last time, and that was actually the perfect time to 5-pull. Absolutely the perfect position, the perfect read of position. But Jaedong this time around, he's just going to play safe by planting that base past the eggs. Just going to rush to Mutas in case he's forced to defend that. He knows Mutas. The only thing that can fight back Mutas and Scourge. And he's actually going to plant his lair at that secondary. That's interesting. Probably just adding it to defendable factor because it is closer to Calm, and it is going to take him. It is going to be the base that Calm is going to try to harass. So just in case, going to set up a defensive position there. Going to set his lair there because if Calm goes for Overlord, he has an Overlord inside of Jaedong's main, so it's going to take Calm longer to scout. Jaedong has that free base, so he can just plant a lair down there. Calm knows. I don't think he has an Overlord up on that base, but Calm knows what Jaedong's up to anyway, so it shouldn't be any significant trouble. Jaedong actually also going to plant his Spire there at that location. It's hiding, but still Calm, I think, knows exactly what's going on. Jaedong with a few Zerglings out. Both players with a few Zerglings out there. Jaedong has speed on them. I'm not sure. Calm should have some speed in his own as well. Yeah, they might meet each other in the middle, try to do a slight engagement, but generally these Zerg engagements in the ZVZ these days happen always close to another person's base. Jaedong, the advantage that Jaedong went for, he has a less exposed base. It's a bit more exposed to aerial assault, unlike Calm's, but still, one huge advantage that Jaedong has a less exposed ground route. Jaedong has a ramp to defend, so it's going to give him a slight advantage there. He can he can basically not go as many zerglings as he would otherwise. But Calm apparently seems to be streaming down a lot of zerglings. I think he's going for actually quite a decent number of zerglings. Not quite sure overall how many he's streaming down there, but he seems to have quite a significant amount. Not quite enough to break, I think. But Jaedong, the thing is that he's going to be able to hold his position. He's going to have some zerglings at the back just to get these reinforcements. I think Calm going to try to go for this. He's going to try to break it. He's going to try to do a little bit of damage. So Jaedong has reinforcement zerglings and they're ready as backup, so I don't think Calm is really going to have an easy time breaking this. He's going to try to sneak his zergling past, but in case just losing his own zerglings in, so it's actually not quite working out. Jaedong actually doing a very nice, forcing Calm down that funnel, doing a very desperate maneuver. Calm still going to try to go for this. He's going to have enough to defend. Ooh, nice little kill there for Calm, taking out several zerglings at the same time, but actually not going to manage to get up that ramp, though, putting on the pressure. But he's not going to be able to go up that ramp and get inside the base. And somebody out there with a baseball! Boston Red Sox cap! Booyakasha! Oh, God. I hate the East. I hate that division. My favorite team is in the division, and every other damn good team in the league except for the Orioles in that damn division. Oh. Anyway, enough about baseball. That's not what we're here about. We're here about StarCraft. So let's see, Mutalisks right now out there for both players. Calm, I think, has actually slightly, does have a slightly larger number of Mutalisks out there. Jaedong screaming out the middle with his own zerglings, going to try to sneak past, possibly do some damage, some scouting as well. Actually, shouldn't be worried too much about scanning, so getting his Lord out there. Pretty much should have an idea of what Calm has got going on. Jaedong has a few more zerglings on the ground, though, so if he decides to go, manages to bypass those Mutalisks and go inside the main, at the very least, he's going to be able to keep Calm inside of his own main, close to his main, so that's a good strategy. It's a strategy I see a lot of Zergs go, basically, in the ZVZ. Go, keep the Mutalisks inside the base, just by constantly throwing zerglings out there, a couple of zerglings, trying to get them past the other zerglings and basically make it so the Mutalisks are forced to fly back and engage. Several Scourge out there for Calm. He's actually going for an engagement. Actually, both aerial forces completely bypassing right across each other, so no aggressive movements coming in. Jaedong actually going to take advantage of the position, going to try to go in with his own Mutalisks. Also going to engage with his own Mutalisks. The Zerglings try to fly past. Actually, the Zerglings just going to stick around and not do anything. But now I think Calm has a slightly larger number of Mutalisks. Also has more Scourge out there to force Jaedong into micro gains. Doing a decent job, but still losing some Scourge. I think some of those Scourge actually Jaedong's actually moving his own Scourge as well. Trying to fight back. Calm at this point going to be forced back now. Jaedong still taking a few hits, though. Not quite enough of a number to go and do anything. Jaedong going to move in with those Zerglings right now. He did actually went for a slight stop on this, but now his 5 Zergling is going to be able to get inside of Calm's base. Calm going to be a significant amount of trouble. We're going to see whether he can have enough to try to counter this. It does have his own Mutalisks inside of his own base, so I think he's going to be in a decent position overall. Jaedong going to lose the Zerglings, but I think he has a lesser amount of forces in the air, so he's not in the best possible position. Calm, you can see, has a significantly large number of Mutalisks and Scourge in the air, so he's overall a pretty good position. Oh, God, I need to crack my neck right there. And Jaedong still streaming a couple of Zerglings out to try to act as a distraction, but Calm, I think, at this point is going to go for full frontal movement. It's Creep calling to come down inside of that secondary, so I think it should be an Evo Chamber inside the main. Yeah, Evo Chamber inside the main coming up, so Jaedong going to be forced to put up some Spore Colonies, but Calm, we're going to see whether they actually manages to beat this out. There are also Mutalisks in there, is going to be forced to back. Jaedong not in a good position. Scourge and Muta screaming at his own Muta was trying to take him out. He's going to try to focus down the force. One single Muta taken down. Jaedong now, his only chance now are his Spore Colonies. One Spore only comes up alongside one Muta, but I don't think this is enough. And I think it's out of the range of that Spire. No, never mind. It's just Calm going to completely ignore that. Focus down that Spore Colony. Jaedong has one Muta inside of Calm's base, I think that was, but whatever. GG from Jaedong. Kong just managing to mass up a huge amount of Mutas and get one game back. And Jaedong still look like he has gigantic bags under his ass. Like, I don't want to be here today. I want to finish, go home, and be hugged by a Lomo or something. I don't know. Anyway, so Calm managed to get one game back, but is this going to be enough? Is this going to be enough of a momentum change to beat Jaedong? Because Jaedong doesn't look altogether too worried. He still looks focused, even if he looks a little tired. We're going to see what the end result is going to be. GG, guys. Wrenching up listening. Hope you enjoyed.
마지막에 그 상대방의 앞마당, 뒷마당을 제대로 격추시키며 김유란 다시 살아날 만한 발판 마련했어요. 네, 저글링 투입 타이밍도 상대가 김유란인지라 공중전